Right, so I wanted to make a video on just comparing my chef knives against another chef knife. And for this, I'm going to have two people just use mine, and they're just going to comment on what they think about them, and then they're going to use what they usually use and just say the differences that they found out about it. So we're just going to cut through a few things. It's going to be just like a carrot and tomatoes and a few more things. And we'll see what they think about it.
Alright, so first I'm going to do this one here. It feels well balanced, a little heavy. It does feel a little heavy though. It feels comfortable. Let's get into it. It's really sharp, good rocking on it. It actually cuts really nice. But this one, for like something like this, I feel it's too big of a knife. This is more like for like a cleaver, for me. Something along that sort, with bones. For things like this. But it doesn't cut it really, it cuts it really well. It has a really good, nice sharp edge on it. As you can see. Let's try the apple. Apple's a little more tougher to cut.
Oh, that one's bad. Let's switch to the other one.
Let me shave off a piece. I think the blade up for the apple is a little too thick. Doesn't cut into it as nice. Still cuts good, the tip. It's actually really sharp, but for me it's a little too big. It's more like for like meat or like cutting through bone or something, chicken. Let's go on to the next one. This one, ooh, this is really a lot lighter. This feels more like closer to a chef knife, real light, thinner blade for sure, real comfortable in the hand. Let's go to the apple. Oh wow, this one's even sharper than the other one. Super sharp. Look how thin that is. Yeah, this one's nice. This one right away you can feel the difference compared to this. This is like perfect. Sandwich anyone? No, this one's real. You could tell the difference right away in the knife, the blade. You can feel the thinness of the blade when it cuts. This one definitely feels a lot thicker. But yeah, you could rock. It rocks nice. You could hold it differently and still comfortable. Let's try the carrot. Let's try the thick one. Oh yeah, dude, it cuts like butter. I definitely like this one. This was nice. So far out of these two, this one it feels more like a chef knife. It's thinner, lighter. That's what you want. This one, oh well. This one's lighter than this one still. We'll see how the sharpness is on this one. The blade I think is, man, I don't know. I think this one's thinner. No, maybe this one's thicker up here and it goes thinner. This one's thinner for sure. Let's try carrot. This one doesn't cut as smooth as this one does. You could feel it. You could even hear it when it cuts, like the grains. It still cuts good. It's still comfortable. Let's try some apple. The tip. I don't know, these two are pretty similar to be honest with you. What else did I have on like that tomato? Yeah, this one. Oh man, I don't know, man. This feels good too. This one, I think this one, I like this one a little bit more because it's not as long. It's a little shorter. But yeah, man, they both cut real. They both cut pretty nice, actually, to be honest with you. Well, I cut a little bit of everything here. You can't really mince apple, but yeah, you could cut garlic and all that with this one. This one for sure is I don't really consider it a chef knife. It's more like a big cleaver. Something you could hit in and do stuff like that. But these ones, I compare these ones. These ones are real similar. Is the closer to being chef knives, the lightweight, the blade's a lot thinner. Sharpness on it. This one might be a little bit sharper than the other one. Man, yeah, this one's a little sharper for sure. This one still cuts nice and all. It's still lightweight. This one's a little bit lighter than this one, just because I think this one's all. This one has, what is that, brass? Copper, wood. This one's all one light stuff. I don't know exactly what it's made of, but yeah, you can tell the difference, the weight difference. Well balanced. But
So which one would you choose if you like adding up all the pluses and minuses? Which one do you like more? Just like absolutely.
Man, out of these two here, it's hard to tell. I like lightness wise. I like this one.
Mm-hmm.
Feel of cutting and smaller, shorter. This one.
If that one was as sharp as that one, would it be basically almost
at the same time?
That's cool.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Nice.
There you go.
Okay, so I'm gonna try out these knives and just cut like I would at home, like if I'm making a salad or something. Just start with the carrot. This one right away is already intimidating. I would say no to this one just because it's huge and I don't see myself using it in the kitchen. And cuts pretty good. But I just can't imagine myself pulling this out and being like, oh, I'm gonna make some dinner. It looks a little too big for that, but it feels good. It is sharp, but it's super heavy. So I'm gonna try this one. This one right away, a lot lighter than I thought it was gonna be. Still a little intimidating just the way it looks like us. Just used to, wow, this one slices through like butter. This one's super sharp. This one is pretty easy as you're cutting. It didn't even feel that second one that got in the way there. So I'll try the chef's knife that's from an actual store. This one's good, but obviously the sharpest I've used right now I think is this one right here. This one does the job, but you could tell the difference. You feel the resistance on this one. So I'll go ahead and try the tomato now with the huge, right away, yeah, even if you don't grab it good, you feel like it's gonna slip forward on you. So you really gotta make sure you get a good hold on that one. And at least there's not much resistance you gotta put on it because it just kind of wants to fall down itself. But again, you get a little scared using this one. Way too big for something like a kitchen knife. This one, pretty light. Again, feels good. We'll see how it is. This one is super good. You could probably get a really good thin slice on that with this one. So that one looks really nice. So far, this is my favorite. It feels a little bit heavy in the handle, I think, compared to this one. And then this one, you can feel it is less sharp, but it is still pretty good. You can still get a pretty good slice. This one is a lot thinner though. So far I would say these two, the only difference is this one's heavier on the handle. And then we'll try the apple last. I'll try this one again. Make sure I get a good hold on this sword before I pick it up. Okay, that is not good. Apples. That one does feel like you have to push it down. That works good, but you can feel more resistance on the skin of the apple with this one for some reason. Cut good on everything else, even the carrot. We'll try we already did the tomato. Oh, sorry, apple. We're doing the apple. This one. Oh, pretty hard too on this one too. That one, obviously, it seemed like it was thicker on this end, so it seemed like the apple had to go through more stuff to kind of cut all the way down. This one had resistance, but it went through a little bit easier just because it's thinner than this bigger one. And this one slices like butter. Slices pretty good. This one's pretty good on the apple too. And then we'll do the knife that's from actual store. This one sliced through pretty easy. I didn't feel any resistance on this one too much for the apple. And again, it slices through pretty good. So from the knives, if I was to choose, it would be between this one and this one. I like this one. It just seems a little bit more intimidating the way it looks. But it's nice. It has a little groove for your hand right here. I usually like to hold it like this though, or like this. But even if I hold it like this, it feels pretty good. That feels good too, but it just looks intimidating to me, I guess, the way it looks. But it feels nice, just that the handle is noticeably heavier than this one. This one, when you hold it in your hand, maybe just a small difference, but it is lighter. And this one feels pretty good in your hand too. And to be honest with you, I kind of like how it's thick right here. So I feel like it's a little bit safer. This one at first looked kind of thin, so I wasn't too sure about that area. But it's safe to put your hand there too. So between these two, I like them. This one's just a little bit lighter.
So, okay, so also if this, the knife you usually use, if that was as sharp as this one, would weight be the only difference, or what are some
Yes.
pros and cons? Let's say if they were the same sharpness.
I would just need this one to be as sharp as this one, and it would be a perfect knife for me to use.
Okay, so
And this one, if it was lighter,
From
would
that-
be a perfect knife to use too.
okay, cool.
Yeah.
And all right, so just to wrap up the video, and sorry that the lighting's a little bit darker in this part. I thought it'd just be cool to show like these two knives I made just in comparison to just a regular kitchen knife. And then other than me cutting something, you know, just have somebody else that's a little bit less biased. And I just thought about this, so there might be somebody who hasn't seen these knives before, so I'll just go over a little bit. It's just so this is a little bit over 4 millimeters thick, and it's CPM 3V, and it's at 60 Rockwell hardness. And this guy is Vanax, and it's 0.098 inches thick, and it's also it's also 60 Rockwell hardness. So other than that, just hopefully it was an interesting video. All right, bye.